There are plenty of times in video games where we have thought we're the big kahuna. The big boss, the big enchilada, the big cheese. It doesn't matter which noun you go for, all we know is that we are big, large, in charge and ready to barge our way through whatever fights come our way, and loads that don't too. We're mighty and powerful, right? Which means we can pick on anyone we want, no matter their size or how nice they might seem. We've got places to be and people to loot. Until you start on the wrong person and they unleash a world of pain you didn't know was possible.
Good morning, Ash!
Of course that doesn't count for Rosie though. Watch this. Hey Rosie, I'm so good at games. You know what they call me? Parashpa the Rashpa. It's like Parappa but with Ash in. You know another one I've heard, Rosie? Do you know? Kashtamari. Yeah. Bet you haven't heard that one before. But you have, because it's true. And you know what the best one is? You know what the best one of all is, Rosie? Crash Bandicoot. It's right there in the name already. So, in that spirit, here are the fights we immediately regretted starting. How does Rob do this? It's so cold.
In God of War, picking fights is literally your job. I mean, the title is self-explanatory, really. You are the god of war. You're hardly going to be running around handing out flowers and wishing peace on the land. You're armed with a rage meter and a supernaturally powerful axe and are built like a brick outhouse. Even fights with a little more spice to them are excellent fun to smash your way through with your big, meaty ham fists. That is, until you meet the Valkyries. If you've dropped into our weekly God of War replay series on the channel recently, you'll know it is not my intention to ever battle a Valkyrie. I'm here for the lofty mountain views and to shame my walking bow and son into being useful. Or at least I was, until I was tricked into heading into Kara's lair and facing her head on, despite repeatedly stating I did not want to do that. Honestly. So, as well as this literally being a fight I didn't want to pick, it was also solidified that messing with these winged ladies of doom is definitely a bad idea. There is a reason the Valkyries have been locked away in the hidden chambers of Odin, and that is because they are flying death machines worthy of their formidable reputation. To have gigantic, powerful Kratos on his backside so easily is no mean feat. And for us, it's just a little bit embarrassing. Oh, a packet of pickled onion Monster Munch just left open on the sofa. I think these are Rosie's. I think these are Rosie's favourite crisps. But they're also my favourite crisps. And I'm sure Rosie won't notice if I just...
No one likes it when someone takes something special to you without asking. So in Hades, what makes you think that Charon, boatman of the river Styx and merchant in the game, would like it if you took his money? And don't give me that, oh, I didn't know it was his money argument. The currency is called Charon's obol. Clearly it has something to do with him. If you take this floating bag behind him, he gets so mad, he breaks the fourth wall and cuts the game's music with a record scratch.
Hey, free money. Whoops.
And if you bring in a record scratch, you know things are about to get real. Charon then transports you to a little fighting arena and is going to teach you that stealing is wrong the hard way. By trying to kill you, swiping you with his really long oar, summoning spirits to try and corner you, using the spirit force, and if this is your first time stealing from him, you are more likely not prepared for this encounter. So I can imagine you will die. To be fair, dying is a really big deal to us, but to Zagreus it's more like a ugh, really situation, as he just gets sent back to his papa.
Seeing a massive, hulking, downright terrifying enemy in a video game fires only one response in my brain. Ooh, how can I kill it? The big daddies in Bioshock are the perfect combination of "oh my god, what is that?" and "I wonder what happens if I prod it with my gun," which has an unsurprisingly straightforward answer considering one of their arms is a gigantic drill. While the big daddies provide plenty of tense encounters as you roam the halls of Rapture thanks to their intimidating strength and alarming speed, it is not necessarily the encounter itself that makes you regret picking a fight with these brutal bouncers.
It's the mess they make afterwards.
A dead big daddy results in a crying little sister, the young girl they're charged with protecting at all costs against the horrors of Rapture. Standing over the corpse of the genetically spliced bodyguard, you'll see a defenseless child crying out for Mr. Bubbles. You're then faced with the moral quandary: attempt to save the little girl for a little bit of the invaluable resource Adam, or harvest her for a much larger, more powerful result.
Leaving big daddies alone is definitely preferable.
If there's one thing you absolutely don't mess with, it's honey badgers.
They are the Chuck Norris of the wildlife world. Armed with the speed of Usain Bolt and the combat prowess of Bruce Lee, these nasty badgers will knock you out for even thinking of them.
Quick, think of nice things. Don't think of honey badgers. Don't think of honey badgers. Do not think of honey badgers. Don't think about honey badgers. Don't think about honey badgers. Do not think about honey badgers. Don't think. I said honey badgers, Delsin. Honestly. Oh, God!
Honey badgers are no joke, and if you don't believe me, then check out Far Cry 4. What looks like a simple little friendly fella in the wilderness is actually hell in a fur coat, able to take you out in a matter of moments should you get too close. Where a lesser creature might run away upon not being able to spot an aggressor, these beasts just get angry. And trust me,
You do not want to make a honey badger angry.
I learned the hard way thinking I could best a badger. Don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes.
Surely something with a name as cute and twee as Tonberry isn't going to give you any bother, right?
I mean, look at them. Look at them. Just nice little friends in their cloaks with their smooth little green heads and cute tiny lanterns. Hello, Tonberry. What a lovely young cave-dwelling monster you are. Oh, wait a second, Tonberry. I'm just telling the nice audience about you. What have you got there? A knife? Stop coming closer, Tonberry. It's okay. All right, I've learned my lesson, Tonberry. Stop, please, Tonberry. Don't come any closer.
Yeah, they're no joke.
Tonberries may look cute, but they are nasty little things that aren't afraid to get right up in your face and punish you. Naive Final Fantasy players may think they can get an easy kill on these unimposing monsters, only to get knifed and taken out by their near-always instant death attacks. It's a type of karma, really, as in they actually dish out karma counterattacks that get more powerful with every enemy you've killed.
That certainly teaches me a lesson. Along with another lesson, never pick a fight with a Tonberry.
You know, sometimes Lara Croft can be really horrible, can't she? She runs around killing everything in her path, steals everyone's mode of transport, locks her butler in the freezer. You're blessed with a walk-in freezer, and you use it for evil. And attacks monks who are just protecting the Barkan monastery. Only, you really don't want to do the latter. Not only because it's not nice to attack people, but unlike locking your butler in the freezer, there will be consequences, as they will see you as an enemy and hunt you down until you're dead. Even the official strategy guide for Tomb Raider 2 says, if they come after you, reload. It's in your save, not your weapon. Now I can hear some of you screaming, "Oh, Rosie, it was an accident. I was just shooting at some goons and they got involved with the kerfuffle. I didn't mean to kill them." But I know there are others out there who thought, life, kill it, it's an enemy. Come on, get out the way. Come on. Move it. Oh, for goodness. You'd wish you didn't pick this fight, not because they're challenging, but because they're a pain. As a raider of tombs, you need time to cautiously explore and solve puzzles. And there's nothing worse when you're trying to focus than having someone persistently trying to kill you. Ash, will you stop it? I'm trying to solve the puzzle.
In video games, it is just so easy to fall into the role of the chosen one. The one destined to save the world from ruin, who graces any room they enter. Naturally the strongest, but of course the most capable. Sorry, wait, that's just me in the access office. You know what I mean though. Like Atreus in God of War, it can all go to your head a bit. And when you start picking on the little guys, aka the wildlife, it is easy to get into the mindset that everything is a resource pig, a creature there for harvesting leathers and claws and furs that go towards crafting yet another useless item you know is just going to sit unloved in your inventory. Well, in Shadow Warrior, the game says no more. Unlike Horizon's plentiful boars, Elden Ring's cartwheeling goats, or Red Dead's legendary fish, the rabbits of Shadow Warrior do not give up resources. What happens instead when you splat these poor animals is they prove to be not quite as defenseless as they look. Cue the bunny demon. This beast appears in Shadow Warrior 3 to join the hordes of demons you're fighting should you attack the little buns you encounter on the way to the arena. A bloody, furry menace you'll want to take out quickly before it takes out you. There are other demonic references in the previous titles, but honestly, one look at this thing and you'll be wishing you left those sweet rabbits alone. Picking on someone your own size never felt more real. Well, whilst I now go and apologise to every boar I killed in Horizon just in case a pig demon arises, let us know in the comments what other video game fights you have immediately regretted starting. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all of our videos from the world of PlayStation. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation